Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Reagan. Today we're going to be looking at my reading goals for 2025. I made 7. Last year I did pretty good with my reading goals. My first reading goal was to get to 100 books. Check, I did that. Second, to read 10 mystery thrillers. I also did that. To read 4 classic or nonfiction books. Check. To read 50% of my original TBR, which was 20 books. I did that. Complete 10 of the original series I am in the middle of, which I did. And then lastly was to reread the Throne of Glass series. And that's the only reading goal that I did not complete last year. So out of the 6 reading goals I made for myself, I completed 5 of them. So this year I've created 7 reading goals and will hopefully complete all of them this year. I think I've been a little bit more realistic in my reading goals as of this year, but you know. My first reading goal of this year is to get to 50 books. This is my Goodreads reading goal, or I've now kind of stopped using Goodreads and I'm kind of using Fable now, and I really like Fable, so I think I'm gonna keep using that. But my Fable or Goodreads reading goal is going to be 50 books. I want to really focus more on quality rather than quantity of books this year, because last year while I read like upwards of 100 books and I'm really proud of the number I got to, I only had like 5-star reads. So I really want to try and focus on what books am I really going to like reading versus how many can I get to. Reading goal number 2 is to get the series that I'm currently in the middle of below 10. For the end of this year and the end of last year, it was at 19. And it has consistently stayed at 19. Every time I finish a series, I start a new one. And that doesn't count books that are like currently coming out. Reading goal number 3, start the Boys of Tommen series. I bought all 5 books that are out of the Boys of Tommen series. Have I read any of them? No. But what I really want to do is at least start that series because I own all of them. And it's not really realistic for me to own all of them if I haven't even started the series. So my goal is to start that series. Now that kind of contradicts the goal I just talked about. Goal number 4, read 50%, which is 48 books, on my starting physical TBR. And what I mean by starting physical TBR is my physical TBR at the beginning of 2025. So I made a physical TBR video. It should be out already by now. That is my updated physical TBR. Is that realistic? No, because my reading goal is 50. I will probably fail at that goal and that's okay. What I really want to happen is just to get through as much of my physical TBR as possible. Reading goal number 5 is to finish Throne of Glass. Finish it. That's 4 books. I can read 4 books of Throne of Glass this year. I know I can do it. I've been in the middle of that series for years. That would be one that is completely checked off my list and that would be amazing. Goal number 6 is not a hard goal. And what I mean by hard is like hard line, not like it's not hard to do. It's like not hard as in there's no metric to really see if I achieve this or not. But what I want to do for goal number 6 is get back into the feeling of reading paperbacks. I love my Kindle and I stand by that. Kindle, audio, any format you want to read in is valid and that is reading. I am so privileged to be able to buy all of these paperback books. And there was nothing like the feeling of finishing a physical paper book, in my opinion, and I want to get back into that. I feel like I've kind of strayed away from reading my physical books, which is not a bad thing. Like, I don't mind it. I just think I have the privilege of buying paperback books, so I want to read more of them as I can, and I love the feeling of sitting there with a paper book in my hand. My Kindle is very handy, and I love it to death, and I love reading with my Kindle. I'm really into reading with my Kindle right now in this exact moment. My final goal, goal number 7, is to stay consistent with posting on BookTube. I'm gonna shut the laptop now because I am done with it. This past year, I got into a huge reading slump from the months of June to like October, and I stopped posting. I need to remember that I don't need to be reading in order to post. I don't need to post book content. Editing and making videos is just something I really love doing. It's one of my hobbies. I've been doing it since I was in middle school, and I love to do it. Just because I'm not reading doesn't mean I can't post. I love doing it. So when I wasn't doing it, I was just spending more time on my phone. I lost one of my hobbies. Now, consistently is not meaning like once a week. I'm saying like I would like to consistently be making a video at all times and be putting an effort to making videos because I love making videos. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love the editing process. I love being creative with them. And thank you so much for watching them. It's really like just for me. So thank you if you ever watch one of my videos. Thank you so much. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to. My hobby is being seen and that I share the same hobbies as other people, and that's so fun and enjoyable and I love it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, today's day of Bookmas. I should have some New York content coming out soon because the day that this goes out, I think we're flying back from New York, so I should be editing and in the process of editing my New York vlogs if that goes to plan. So I love you all and thank you so much for watching Bookmas. I hope to see you in another Bookmas video or another video in general. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.